Today I will make video for my future self. It will be video how I'm dealing with the current problems and situations, but also how you connect with the art when you just need to unload the stress and when you need to walk around and find something curious. I live in Copenhagen and it was a bumpy 3 years for me here, and I think most of the people talk about the Copenhagen like a happy Nordic country, and partly this is true. But from my understanding, I think the most and closest thing Copenhagen, it's like New York. I never was in New York, but based on the descriptions, this is exactly the same. Only one difference, it's small and cute, but the rest of the complexity of life present here fully. And it's the same that all the photographers wanna be in New York because it's a vibrant life, a lot of things happening, you have a community, and everything in terms of fashion, in terms of photography, everything happens there. I can say it's almost the same in Europe at the moment, and most of the fashion, of the art, of the design actually happening here in Copenhagen. But if you're immigrants, you just trying to survive in a city which became almost most expensive town in Europe. Rent on apartment getting crazy, amount of work is limited, visa is kind of also limited if you don't work here, especially for non-EU citizen, and unfortunately you cannot make legally business here. So for me it's crazy amount of limitation for me, for my art and for my small business, and additionally it was a crazy bumpy ride to start it mentally here. And after living for 3 years in Copenhagen, I can understand that some of the things are crazy expensive for different countries, and some of the things looks completely irrelevant here in Denmark. So things like film photography, vinyl, or any type of analog endeavors here doesn't really look like they cost a lot. Because coffee in any type of coffee shop costs from 5 to 7 euros, but the roll of Kodak 200 costs same amount of money like anywhere else in Europe or even around the world. Downside for you as an artist, you kind of have a market here for the people which actually can buy your art for the bigger price, but in the same time you're not really local and amount and value of your market is really small. And if we go back to my comparison to New York is actually a huge city, and in comparison Copenhagen is small and cute. And I think in the central Copenhagen it's only 700,000 people, so it's kind of a one block in New York. So I cannot say I found myself here as an artist. And nevertheless the Copenhagen have several film labs. I have a lot of art made here and a lot of places I really like, and honestly for half of my brain I kind of wish I can live here forever. But the second part of my brain thinking that it's unsustainable and I cannot really push the gas pedal anymore. If you look at my channel, even you can see that I almost dropped my darkroom. Nevertheless, I was planning to continue a lot of projects here. I have a separate room, I have the chemicals, I have film, I even have time, and even the weather here in Denmark doesn't really bother me a lot. But this is unfortunately not all the cases, and I shot I think least amount of film here in Denmark than in comparison to my life of my Leica M42 in my hands. So in this point in time I kind of get in a crisis of the decisions, and also based on my work situation, because YouTube it's only my hobby and side hustle for now, and I cannot sustain my life here in Copenhagen anymore, so this is one of the things why I'm moving out. I'm not sure yet what I will do with the YouTube channel. I hope it will be just the beginning of the next chapter, but thank you everyone who actually supporting my channel. It's not the end, but I think I will take a small break before next videos. And meanwhile I have a next video for you, so thank you for watching and see you next time.